Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 2 of doing beginner handstand drills. If you're new to this series, I'm Zoe and I made it a goal to get my handstand. And so I wanted to take you guys along this journey by showing you the drills I'm doing to prepare myself for that. So I've been doing these drills about 2 to 3 times in this first week, and I've already seen some progress. But don't forget to warm up your body before you get into any of the exercises. So the first exercise is the plank press. So you're just gonna find a regular plank with your shoulders over your wrists, and you're gonna press out of your shoulders and expand your back as much as you can. And this is gonna help in that lifting part of the handstand to build up that strength in your shoulders and your lat muscles. So I would personally say that this is the strength portion that I'm struggling with the most, because I guess I just don't have that built-in strength yet. So this is a really good one for me to keep practicing. And of course, don't forget to give yourself breaks, especially kitten breaks. They're very important in your progress in your journey. You gotta keep your zen. And then when you're ready, we will get into exercise 2. So this is going to be the Dolphin hold. This one is a little bit of a shoulder strengthening exercise as well as some balance aspects. Now, as I've been practicing this one, I'll show you here, I've been kind of adding a little bit of an extra variation. So I'll get to the top of my Dolphin, and then I'll kind of shift my weight onto where like you would have a headstand, and then I will hold there, making sure that I'm pressing out of my shoulders so that I don't put any extra pressure on my neck. And so this next one is exercise 3. It's going to be your Pike to legs up the wall. I will say this is the one that I have been struggling with the most. I don't know exactly what the issue is, but it usually takes me a few tries to even be able to hold my legs up onto the wall. I think it's just going to take some time to get used to it. Also, you might find that your legs keep slipping off of the wall. So here I actually put on a pair of grippy socks that I use typically in bar class or Pilates class, and that did help somewhat to keep my legs stabilized onto the wall and not feel like they're slipping as much. I also said in my previous video that you can measure your hips distance away from the wall, and that should help you get your correct measurement. But honestly, my torso is longer than my legs, so I find that if I put my arms a little bit further than hips distance, it makes this a little bit more manageable. So it might just depend on your body measurements for where you place your hands. I usually don't measure how often I do this one. I just keep doing it until I'm too fatigued to continue. And then for this new week, I added a new exercise for some core stability to practice with balance. So this is more of a Pilates move, but I just have a yoga ball, and I'm pressing my hands into the ball up against my legs, and I'm using it to curl up. And that pressure that I'm putting with my arms and my hands helps to stabilize the core and engage it a little bit more. But if you don't have the ball, it's totally doable to also just reach up with your hands against your legs. And this is the final exercise for week 2. So we have mostly arm and core stabilizers. I have seen some progress this week, so I'm excited to continue. And let me tell you, after each of these strengthening sessions, I am so tired. Like, it is truly a great routine to keep in my practice. If you guys are doing these with me, I would love to hear your feedback in the comments, which exercises that you like, or if you're having any trouble, let me know below. And I can't wait to continue this series with you guys. I'm so glad that you're tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great week of training. Bye.